and that we raised $40,000.
In 1988, my daughter, Caitlin, was diagnosed with AML, which is acute promyelocytic leukemia. And it was acute, so it was a more aggressive type of leukemia. So she was diagnosed in 1988, right before her second birthday. And she had 2 bone marrow transplants and lots of chemotherapy from 1988, between 1988 and 1991. And we did have remission periods, which were nice, but in 1991, she lost her battle with leukemia. Since 1988, what the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society has done with their funds that they raise, helping families, help to research. They've been very successful with their research, and the survival rate is just, I don't know numbers right now, but it's just increased tremendously, so that children and adults who are diagnosed today have a much higher survival rate because of the wonderful things that they've been able to do with their money.
I was 8 years old when I was diagnosed with type ALL leukemia in 2002. I went through a 1.5 years of chemo treatment, and then after that I relapsed. And I had to undergo a stem cell transplant at NIH. And I was finally cured in 2004 when I was 10 years old. I've been cancer-free for almost 7 years now, and during my experience, there was no greater organization to help me than the Pennies for Patients. I just like to thank all the kids at Walter Johnson and the faculty who have done so well. During my last year when I was giving speeches, your name came up a lot, and I talked to your friends at Blake, and they were also trying to catch up with you guys. So I have no doubt that you guys will definitely be able to raise that money. From what I've heard, you guys are really great at fundraising, and I just hope that you could do just what you plan to do and even more this year. So I thank you for all your support.
I'm Miss Gold, and I teach AP Language at Walter Johnson High School. And in 2008, in November to be specific, my mother, Susan Gold, was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, follicular non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. There are over 20 different types of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and fortunately, she hasn't needed any treatment. She's been living with it. But I think when I found out in November, it definitely changed my life. I think it's extremely important that WJ come together and donate as many pennies as possible. It seems insignificant, but pennies add up very quickly, and even though I've only been here for 2 years, I know that WJ is one of the best schools in the county, and we've always done exceptionally well, and I'm pretty competitive, so it's important to me that we all bring in our pennies. I know my students will be definitely bringing them in as much as I can encourage them to do so.
Hi WJ, my name is Megan, I am 8 years old, and I'm a cancer survivor. I wasn't as strong back when I had cancer, and I couldn't walk for a while. So now I can walk. It's good. I thought I had this one little last string of hair, but I wanted to keep it because it was my last little string of hair. So, but my mom always asked me, "Do you want to cut it off?" Or and I always said no, but one day I said yes. And she was really surprised. She cut off that little last piece of hair. I was in kindergarten when I first sort of lost my hair. Or, I was in a daycare. So a lot of kids asked me, why don't you have any hair? I got really down about it, but I'm one of the kids with the most hair in the class because I have a lot under. And I believe that WJ can raise money to find cures for cancer. It can make lots of children and adults pass away, and it's just a horrible thing. I would really like it to go away and not be on the world anymore.